There ain't no easing into that.
We're here.
Hey.
Oh,
We're
God,
live.
we're live. Oh, now this is where we get canceled.
Now you guys have to behave.
Yeah, this is where we get canceled.
Yeah, guys.
All right.
Settle down.
Where is Nick? Because he's been
With the
surging
studio,
already.
Well, he's right here. I mean, you don't have to really look that hard.
Yeah, I'm right
I
here.
mean,
No, I think he meant subs.
Count 486. So Nick needs 14 more for 500.
487.
Hey, I'm gonna
hey.
unsubscribe from that real
Oh,
quick.
you
I mean,
dick.
I'm gonna make it a little bit more interesting.
Domino's order.
No, I don't care about Domino's.
Whoa, what are we doing?
Man doesn't pay for
I'm
you.
That could have
unsubscribing.
been a lot. If that was a random
You're
ad,
like-
that could have been a lot worse, Austin.
I have.
It's a good thing it's targeted advertising. 'cause he doesn't know
unsubscribed
how to
from
turn
Nick.
it off.
Well, now you need one more, buddy.
Thanks, Austin. I appreciate
What's
that.
up, guys?
Hey, there's
It's
Lunar
going.
and Chucky. Who all we have in the house? We have Spencer's Drink Reviews and Chugs. I like that. Spencer has updated his channel name to accurately reflect what his channel is about. I like that. Who all is in
Oh,
here?
what
Got
was
a lot
it
of people
before?
in here.
Oh,
tonight.
Lunar's in here.
Danny
Fucking
Boy,
Jeff's in here.
Dakota.
Colleen, new guys.
Oh, I haven't seen
Oh,
them yet.
Buff's here.
Still Scarlet, the Four-Eyed Cuda's here. Dean Stevenson. Rusted and Busted Garage by PJ. JB's Little Shop.
I've
The
been watching
700
Lunar.
R4
I've been
King.
watching Lunar for like ever.
38 POS Racing. How's it going? Two Hacks Jeff is in here. I see
Did you-
Colleen.
Did you unsubscribe from Nick?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you should.
No.
We're gonna make
Buff
this more
Garage.
difficult.
What's happening, Buff?
Road Beer Garage.
Road
There you
Beer
go.
Garage.
Yeah,
Yes.
Road-
Great
by the way,
name.
Damn, you need to go to fucking No Name.
Road Beer was the 9th channel to get his 500th sub.
Oh
And
yes.
he is in.
You better
Nice.
bring beer.
Drag Pack Merc. All right. Lots of
John,
folks
go-
in here.
go,
So let your friends know, if they've not yet heard of NickTheVanMan 90, that they should check out his channel and see if he earns their sub. He dynoed something different this past week.
Real
He
different.
dynoed
Very
a 305.
Yeah.
Nobody does
One that-
that.
No one does that.
Because it costs more to dyno a 305 than a 305 is worth.
Right. Exactly. That's the
Why
point.
would you do that?
Right.
John, go unsubscribe from Nick.
No.
It's kind of like having a $500 appraisal done on one of those Harbor Freight carports.
Yeah.
It's just
I've
not.
got $30
Oh,
worth of
man.
Chicom steel that
Oh,
little Timmy
man.
got cancer making.
Oh man, I'm gonna subscribe and you're gonna be at 490. So there you go. I held out again.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
So check this out. Jason's garage. He might be in here in a minute. Jason thought that John Millworm there in the comments was me. He got us confused yesterday. I thought that
How
was
does
kind
that
of cool.
happen?
Yeah,
I don't
Buff's
know, but
right.
John Millworm's all right.
Unless it's a 305 made into
Oh.
a 339 stroker.
You
Yeah,
know-
then you have an
I'm on
$800 crankshaft and a $50 block.
Danny Boyd appraisal, a residential appraisal's running around $500 right now.
Wow.
Wait, what happened?
NSB Torque Racing. Yeah, gentlemen, we're just trying to get with Nick the Van Man 90 here. He's closing in fast on his 500 subs.
I figured it'd be
So-
the end of the week. I didn't expect it to be
Oh,
tonight.
I'd like to be
Overnight.
4
You never
hours.
know.
Yeah, that's just insane.
Hey, I'm good with it.
492.
You need- you need
492.
8.
We're 8 away.
8 away.
You need 8.
We're 8 away.
Wow.
Hey, Twisted Mopar Dennis, check this out.
Oh,
Nick,
you know
how
what?
many subs
Actually,
did you have when you registered?
now
Me?
you need
Yeah.
9.
Who, me? Okay, so
Stop it.
when I registered,
146.
I had, yeah, I thought it was less than that.
Well, that's what I saw officially of the day you registered.
Okay,
You probably had fewer than that this season, though.
I did. I was as low as like 75, I think.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be the 500th sub.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm gonna steal that from everybody.
Watching. You might not.
I'm gonna steal that
And
from
since
everybody.
this is happening
live.
so quick, once we go past 500, we'll hang out for a minute and just see how high we go. I like beating
is
winning
that
by a large margin is good.
the good thing is that these lives usually have like a good 5 or 6 second delay, so I'll see it before.
Yeah,
And then
and then people are going to watch the live tomorrow too, so I'll probably get some more out of that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised how many people watch these on replay. It amazes me. Like I would never have thought there's anything replay worthy about these lives, and yet I bet you 60% of the views come on replay in the first week.
Well,
Danny
It's
Boy.
crazy.
It's like if they don't
I
have
tell
time
you
to watch
what,
it, then it makes
judging
sense
by
just to
the
watch
way
it back
my
later.
subs are going up, the ghost of Brian Cabral is smiling on me tonight.
Dude, he's gonna turn over in his grave so fast he can power Las Vegas.
Now, I hope that he's doing well in whatever his real life is. His channel, it needs to rest in peace. But I hope that Brian Cabral, the person, is doing okay in whatever his real life is, which I think is probably just this far the other side of living under
Dementia?
a bridge in reality.
Dementia.
But I
I
hope
don't
he's
know.
doing well.
Those tattoos he gets aren't cheap. I know what tattoo.
Well, that's his buddy Kenny at Flying Aces,
Oh,
We hear a lot about Kenny.
Ooh,
I just
so he's
think, what
trading
kind of
some under the
transplant
table
do
work
you
for it.
think he has? He doesn't have much blank canvas, Oh, speaking of that, okay,
He just got the
This
Z06
this
logo
happened.
right over his crack.
okay,
Nice.
this actually happened. So Stephen Phillips, Run Drip and Bubble channel. He had the guy from Paper to Pavement on there. It was either last night or night before or something. And that guy has a tramp stamp about upholstery for real, and he showed him on camera. I'm just you can't unsee that.
He has about upholstery?
Yes, I think it says upholster to the stars.
Oh fuck.
A tramp stamp. So anyway, he shows the camera with a half foot of crack. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh,
You still need 8.
you
I
still
think we can make 8.
Watch this be the hangover. You don't get 8.
Hey, watch. We see one of the subs come through, and they'll say Brian Cabral is back. That bastard.
He's back. Back
I gotta
again.
tell you, there's been funny stuff going on this week. Like I've seen some fake. I'm assuming they're fake Brian Cabral accounts and all that.
See, the
Goofy
thing is,
stuff.
I am Brian Cabral.
Oh
Everything has
my
been
gosh!
it
It was so funny
was
about
a hologram.
Like,
Bioshock
His
Infinite.
name
Your
is
boat,
Robert Paulson.
your Comstock, and
Yeah.
it's funny. It's funny, but I guarantee you, the next hater live, I'm gonna get blamed for all of it.
Nice.
it's all your fault, John. Every bit of it.
I know.
It's all
Dude,
your fault.
there's a whole whopping 4 people that absolutely hate the No Name Nationals, and I could not be that sad and continue.
Though that's not always a bad thing, because all the people that hated Power Tour, that's why they had the Carcraft Anti-Tour, and that was a pretty successful
What is
gig.
it with that?
Was for
What
a
is
little
what
bit.
is
There
it
was
with people who just have to hate?
They have to have their own version.
Well,
of
with the
same
Power
thing.
Tour, I understand. I think they
Well-
got tired of lawn chairs and all the little kneeling dolls that they put up against the car, and
Well, that's fucking
New
creepy.
Balances.
That's
Yeah,
okay,
that's
so
just dumb.
I'm thinking of trying to do something Saturday that I know is going to be like this, but I might do it anyway. Thinking about going to a Jeep show.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't. I
Yeah.
just no.
Yeah, and
God no.
And
It's a
I
Jeep
just have
thing. You
these
wouldn't
ideas.
understand.
Okay, I have these ideas in my mind what I think it's going to be. Like there was one of them just riding around the neighborhood today in this green Wrangler with the LED circle headlight thing going on,
Yeah.
and you can tell this thing's never been off road. Like you,
No,
I
oh,
know
yeah.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking Jeep show, cool. It's going to be a bunch of guys that look like Stacey Davis in 72 CJ5s, and you're going to get there, and it's going to be a bunch of ladies that look like they hang out at Starbucks with a bunch of mall
Jeep
crawlers.
gladiators or something.
Yeah,
No,
Gladiators and liberties and whatever that
100%
stuff. Compass. and all that
JKJL
stuff.
The whole row, 100% finance.
No, dude, what it's gonna be a bunch of fucking wood chopping dykes.
Yeah. Hey, honey, what you doing?
Oh god.
All right,
Wait,
you
didn't I say we were gonna get canceled?
There it is.
There it is. There's the
So
cancellation.
if you have any friends who have not yet heard of Nick the Van Man 90, and you like things like Econoline burnouts and 305s on the dyno and stuff like that, then send the link out to your friends. And if he earns their sub, they should sub.
You
They
need
should.
you need 6, but I'm gonna continue to unsubscribe from any account that I can make. So
Those Korean bots just didn't work out.
yeah. That you
Well,
can't
let's
buy
be
'em
careful,
anymore.
Austin. Last time we were live together and said something about unsubscribing, it got 200 or 300 subs for the unsubscribee.
Oh, that fat
Oh.
fuck. Oh, God. I have not
Yeah.
seen
That was
so
a
many-
live just like this. You guys were live on my channel.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it was
remember.
just
Yeah,
us
just
hanging
like
out.
this.
Yeah, and then that fucking guy.
What Blue Collar said is very true. Winners focus on winning. Haters focus on winners. That is very true.
That's true.
Just go to a bracket race.
The thing is that with that other guy that we told to unsubscribe from, I've never seen somebody with such few brain cells continue having autonomous organ function.
That's impressive.
Yeah, that's
You really had to search there not to swear.
what? No, yeah, that guy though. Oh shit.
Twisted Mopar, I agree with you. They're okay. They're okay. Everything made nowadays is way too complicated. But yeah, I can get along with that.
You only need 6.
It's like you have to find it's like financing a woman now. You just can't figure out how to fix it.
Oh God.
Well, so you got to finance the tax. Well, yeah, I guess you do.
Yeah, finance it all.
Ugh.
Dean Stevenson is here, and he was not able to uphold what I asked him to do and get Brian to brawl.
Landon says that Barrows has a tramp stamp, and I absolutely don't want to see it.
I don't either.
I hope he's kidding. I really do. That's just creepy.
New guy's guitar. It's going. When he called me to tell me to come over, I was putting some Labella Deep Talking Flats on one of my basses. So here I am now. He'll know what I'm talking about.
$4.95.
Oh, Andy's here. What's up, man?
Uh-oh, the chat just got quicker. Andy got here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Andy,
Time to end the
Nick
live,
the
guys.
Van
See you
Man
next
90
time.
Nick the Van Man 90 is now at 99% of the way to 500. He needs only 5 more
bud.
subscribers.
Dang.
To
dang.
Yeah,
enjoy
man, hey,
things
why
like
don't we
free
just
subscribe.
stop? We'll do this another night. We'll just do this Monday. I'll
everybody,
see you guys later.
everybody
How about you just tell
unsubscribe.
We'll do this another
Wait,
time.
oh, Road
Just tell 'em
Beer,
what your
hold
Road
up,
Beer's
hold up,
asking.
hold up. He has. Did I see you're in Nashville?
I am.
Yeah, we're all in Nashville. We're like 3 of the only few born and raised that are still here.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
That's definitely a way to cut the losses.
Been there, brother. Been there.
Sunk cost fallacy.
Oh
It's
fuck.
kind of like the F-35 program at some point.
My wife is a fighter plane.
Hey, it's like that old Triumph commercial. It's the same thing used in fighter jets.
Oh yeah. Okay. Roy Boy is asking,
$4.96.
what's the mission? The mission is to get Nick subs.
Nick
We're
needs
almost
4
there.
more subscribers to punch his ticket.
496 is a happy number. That's my favorite stroker big block cubic inch.
Is Austin going to unsubscribe
Yes,
again?
yes.
I've been
496
unsubscribed. Nick
Guess
John,
what 496 gets you? 496 gets
Lunar.
you expensive
Lunar
spectator.
says your van looks familiar. Where have I seen it before?
under the bridge near the river closest to your
No,
house.
I think he's talking about Milwaukee, the big
Milwaukee's
blue van.
Beast?
Oh, that one was that one was in
That
a
I will
previous
say
video.
this, Lunar. The reason you have probably seen that van before is you and I have done something with someone, and we've both had bad results from it. And I'll leave that at that.
Hey, Wendy's going to be
Hey,
the 500
498.
sub.
You need 2 more.
This is what you're going to have happen. There's a bunch
Ah,
of people trying to be 500,
Ah,
and they're going to jump
500.
you to 500.
500. I was 500. Fuck all y'all.
Now you're going to go to 505 instantly. Everybody
Oh,
trying
man.
to be 500. All right.
I've got it right here. I was 500.
Got to say
Yeah.
that.
Welcome to
There
No
it
Name.
is.
Yeah,
Yep.
All
I
right.
already paid for it. Now I can show up.
There you are, man. Hell yeah.
All right.
Oh man.
So now what do we do? The Coke?
What? That's Dr. Oh,
No, I mean Coke.
oh no.
You
no,
said we were
no.
gonna have a party.
No.
Oh,
What? Oh my god.
Now, if you party too
This
hard,
is
your eyes
this is
water
where we
and then
get
you can't see
canceled.
where
It
you're
was a
going.
great YouTube. It was good 2 years. See ya. Oh
So-
man.
How happy were you when you got your actual results back for that engine getting dynoed?
Yeah,
I
'cause
was
would
really
be on
happy
pins and
with it.
needles.
well, I got he called me while I was at work, and I was really happy. And then he had me come up, and he made some pulls for me while I was there. So I was really pleased. I know everybody was hoping I'd build a 400 horsepower engine, but I wanted to see how cheap I could actually build something that didn't break a wrist pin and swing the rod and saw the block in half.
Yeah.
You
Of course,
know.
that's always entertaining.
So is that why you went to a Chevy from a Ford?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Ford's
No,
ain't cheap.
just ask Big Block 402 how nice it is to get that
if
oil.
you blow it up,
There's-
we have the
what's
top of the
that?
trophy.
Is that
Okay.
rod out of Big Block 402's?
This is the rod that flew out of the block on the
Oh,
track.
I sincerely hope it doesn't come apart because
man.
I'm driving
There's
it there and
part of
driving
the
it
cylinder
back.
wall.
Also
And
worth
there's the
note.
biggest piece of piston.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Also worth note. I mean, it has I think 14 or 15 dyno pulls on it, and I think if it was going to come apart, it would have come apart.
Yeah. It probably would have by now.
Yeah.
Not that you want to win it, but the worst oil down trophy will win a complete piston rod out of that engine.
Oh, there you
This is
go.
Awesome.
the trophy.
That's definitely Big Block Chevrolet.
And what I ask is whomever winds up winning the worst oil down trophy in 2023 will please contribute a piece for the 2024 trophy, like Steven did.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's a good tradition to push forward.
Rob's
Yeah,
Rods
yes,
and Street
yes.
Card says he's at 455. So everybody
Come
go
on
sub
in,
to him too.
Go sign up.
Everybody
so
go
so
sub
down.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? We'll get
Rob, well, you're getting close. So
You
we'll
did.
get you
55
soon.
is on
send
it.
you the link and pop you in.
Yeah.
Just,
Rob, you need to collaborate with Millworm there. You and Jason and Millworm. Andy says if it blows, I get the leftovers. I just need a piece of the trophy. Oh yeah, that's right. I have Andy. Yeah, that's right. So I was filming this one. It blew apart. This is out of Andy's 393,
Ooh.
and then that's of course out of Nacho Cuda right there. They hydraulic that cylinder.
Ooh.
That car is still so good.
Yeah, Patrick's going
so
for the
good.
blown up trophy.
Is that our sticker on the backboard back there?
There's a Daddy's Money Garage sticker. Yeah, right there.
Every time I see it too, I gotta
Hey,
point out
so
the
if I'm-
whistling diesel
if
frame
it-
picture.
If I spend the money to make stickers, is people going to put that shit on their car?
Bring it to no name. We just gave them away. Like so we gave a lot.
I
A
was
lot of people
gonna-
just
We
gave 'em away.
basically gave
we
it away
made
for the
profit
cost
on our.
of-
We once,
How many
yeah.
should I have made?
once
we
once
made like
I
$1 a
once
sticker.
I had once I had
Yeah.
recouped the cost of the stickers to get them made, I just gave the rest away at no name.
I mean, I
So-
just pay for them and just give them away. How many should I have printed off?
Oh, hey,
50,
Steven.
probably 50.
I was thinking like 500.
No, I don't need that many, but probably like 50,
okay.
maybe. Well, actually, I don't know.
This
Depends
is
on how many
this is
people
my
I
show
don't know.
up.
I really think that quote that I just saw our video. I don't actually get to see them before they go live.
Because
And
I got it.
Yeah, he does the editing. So when something goes up, it just goes up. And I saw Nick's quote where it's like the song of his whatever it was.
It was
he said,
my safe space
"Your
is valve
safe
float.
space is
Yeah.
valve float."
It's where
So that
needs to be a
sticker
shirt.
or a
or a shirt
or both
or something.
yeah.
I like
So-
valve float. I hang out there a lot. If it ain't breaking up and laying over, you ain't spinning it high enough.
Andy and I are going to be doing some stuff together, not this weekend, but the weekend after. So look for some shenanigans on that. Hopefully, we won't make another one of these.
Yeah. You know, I remember last year, every time I saw that number on that orange piece of paper, I would get nervous and more nervous and more
So,
nervous
like
because the car
butterflies?
wasn't done. And
So-
now I'm just like, shit, we just got to wait.
Check us out. So in 2020, Andy and I are taking Casper to Tennessee and just grenades that cylinder, right? Okay. I can't remember what I think I've just jinxed Andy somehow numerous times. And so when he was taking Casper for his first shakedown run with, oh yeah, the dyno debacle a little bit. Then I show up at the track. He's making his first shakedown pass in Casper. He's in Micah's trailer, and I walk up. I said, "Your bad luck charm is here." He's like, "Shut up." Then he goes out and makes a blister in 689, just first run out of the gate. I'm like, okay, curse is broken. Then proceeds to have problems. So it's like, man. It's
So
almost
it's
like I
bad
need to
luck.
be there now because if he can get good results when I am there, when his bad luck charm is there, he can do anything.
Do we want to talk about the status of the jet?
Oh, the fact that it's actually somewhere where we can work on it now.
Yes, it's finally somewhere we can work on it.
It's at
and-
my best
and
friend's
hook up-
house too, so I
Yep.
get to see y'all more.
So It's at our friend's. It's at our friend Troy's house, who we've like our friend group has been friends since high school.
And let's mention, we're gonna try to get him to 500.
We're gonna try to get him to get up to 500
because he's got a smoking little Sonoma with a built 5.3 in it and everything.
He's got 147 days, 1 hour, 9 minutes. That's what he's got.
Yeah. So, but the thing is that the jet has been moved to a place where it can be worked on, it can be thrashed on. It's 20 minutes drive from the drag strip, and it's around a bunch of tools, and we got people to help.
I got my driveway back.
Now, yeah, he's got his driveway back so the Cadillac can come home and we can work on the jet.
I'm trying to talk you into a used Buick 455 swapping that thing, cheap torque.
And we're gonna be
with Sniper EFI.
I'm real tempted.
We're gonna be hooking up the nitrous and fixing a little.
So, what you gonna be like all my friends and do like a 300 shot progressive?
If I take the jets out, it's a 1,000 shot. So
go for that.
Yeah, if it starts knocking, that's what it's getting.
No.
If it has any signs of weakness, I'll shoot it myself. So that's exactly what it's gonna do.
That's one way to do it.
If it starts having a rod knock, it's gonna get a lot worse very quickly.
On the spray, if that thing does not bust a 7 flat, I will buy you a 727 with a trans brake and a really loose torque converter.
Oh yeah, I was say that's the variable is that stick.
Okay, all right. Let's get that order in for Cope right now. I just heard that. I just heard he wants to pay for $850 billet trans brake.
Oh, so, we're daddy's money. I have to go and find a
New Guy's guitar. Yes, I play bass. Yeah.
New Guy's Garage is asking what the jet needs done to it. So what we've discovered, the car hasn't been sitting; it's been getting driven. So what it needs is one, the high beam wire keeps on roasting itself.
I think you wired the switch backwards.
I wired it backwards.
It's
a race
and
car.
It burned up in the dash, and there was a ton of smoke.
It worked when it left the shop, and that was all I was.
Yeah, and then I went to go mess with it to see if I could get the little light to work, and then I wired it backwards, and
I like how we have a Johnny Cash song going on in the comments.
So,
that's great.
It also needs different fuel injector nozzles, because when you get into the secondaries, it falls on its face, and that was a big problem last
fuel
year.
Injector nozzles.
Fuel inject.
Hey, let me. So I was looking
accelerator pump nozzles.
Okay. You showed you showed me the cam card on that thing. What compression ratio is it?
11.3.
I don't remember.
11.3 static, 9.8 dynamic.
How much horsepower you think it's making?
I don't fucking know.
Just a wild guess.
It's probably 5.
It'd be great to put it on a dyno and see.
Yeah,
I'd love to see a Dominator on that.
What else it needs is that it needs some. I've got some lock nuts to put on the shifter rods because they're just straight. So when it's going down the road and it's vibrating, those rods will unthread, and it makes it really interesting.
Hey, Patrick, all they'd have to do is stick a 904 in it like I've got or like you have, and they'd run a 6-second pass in that card.
Yeah,
they don't want to run a 6-second pass.
The car,
if it had an automatic, it would be a way faster deal.
Yeah, it would be a lot faster. Like, we acknowledge that, yes.
I'm waiting for him to go on his...
It needs our transmission, Patrick. Yours or mine. Either one of them.
What's going to happen is he's going to get married, and then they're going to have their honeymoon, and then that's when we're all going to meet up and swap it to an auto so it can be fast.
No. So
I will say this. It can be just as fast as an automatic with the 4-speed if you can drive it like you don't care about it.
Yeah, but
if you do, 5,000 or 6,000 RPM whole shot and pull a Dick Landy and don't even touch the clutch.
I almost drove to Knoxville to pick up a shifter.
So
I found a Vertigate shifter for our transmission.
Yes. The shifter
really gone ahead and done it. The guy didn't want too much money for it.
The shifter has play in it because there's no washers around the turrets where the rods spin in. So if I go get washers and tighten it up, it'd be a lot better.
So,
but no,
is it a Hurst?
Yeah, it's a Hurst.
It's a knockoff.
Let me look through my stuff.
No, I think it's a Hurst.
It's a Mr. Gasket.
I think I have the Hurst kit that has all the replacement little. Well, they're like the little white nylon.
Yeah,
with the and they also make some of their brass.
Yeah,
because I have brass ones in my 4-speed van. Those don't wear out as fast.
But
it stiffens it up a little.
Yeah, we are very, very aware. We are very, very aware that the car would be a lot faster with an automatic.
Oh,
but
I mentioned Dominator. My friend Justin just texted me watching the live. I have a Dominator for sale.
Yeah, but it's so much fun with a stick. It is so much fun to drive that car. And it needs better window straps because the windows keep falling down.
See,
So
you see Brian Beeler in there. You know what? He when I watch his stuff where he does his reviews of cars for sale, he always makes me think like the old trade papers when they came out, right? Like the printed trade papers. I think it's kind of a thing of the past now. They needed him back then to do the printed trade papers like a podcast. So instead of paying for one and reading it on your lunch hour, you could just have him doing his rundown of everything in it. He's like, yeah, okay. Oh, that sounds cool. Yeah.
yeah.
I just think that'd be I could just see him doing that.
Oh.
To answer New Guys Guitars question, I don't think my email is on my channel, but I can get it to you.
Do you want Herbert?
Yeah. Also, let's see. It was One-Eyed Cat. One-Eyed Cat's wanting to know if the front end was ever fixed on the Jet. No. No, it has not been fixed.
You didn't do the idler arm?
No, dude, it's just driving on the road is fine. It didn't have a problem.
That front wheel doing this stuff.
Yeah. No, we're gonna fix that. It is gonna get. We have the idler arm. It would take about 20 minutes to fix it, and our friend Troy can align it. So it's just a matter of doing it.
Yeah, he's gonna do the alignment on mine.
You don't need to align it just for an idler arm.
Oh no, it needs an alignment.
Well, it might need an alignment anyway, but the idler arm's not affecting the alignment on that car.
Well, yeah, but it needs an alignment anyway.
Right.
Because it got put through some abuse when I did that, so it needs some work on that. But the engine holds oil just fine, and it runs stronger than hell.
It hit 7,000 RPM and your failed burnout.
Yeah, it hit $7,000 and it was fine. But
that's a little up there for a 360. But
a little bit.
The valve train can handle it.
It's hydraulic, ain't it?
Yep.
Yeah, but it's had its valve springs changed and the cam is set up for it. It can pull 7,000. You'll reach point float before you reach valve float on that engine. So that's like the points are like a safety fuse.
All my cams now are custom grind and they read different. But when I'd still bought comps and stuff, they used to have with the recommended valve spring, it would say max safe RPM and then valve float. Do they still say that on the cam cards?
No. They just told us what weight valve springs we needed, but I mean,
how do they know what the valve float is?
Yeah,
it's
kind
of I'm just glad that those heads were already 1:6 ratio because valve kits are just expensive through the roof.
Yep.
Rockers.
For what it costs to build a Magnum, I'd just build a damn 440 and be done with it.
Yeah, we thought
learned that
cheap.
lesson.
We thought it would be cheap to build a Magnum. Hell no.
I know we're a
I
know we're a 413 is.
Not really.
It's also not cheap to build anything.
Oh, except Nick's engine.
Yeah, I got under 1,400 with machine work. That is cheap. That is cheap.
Well, that's a Chevrolet though.
But it's not a fire breather. It just
half of the money's in the machine work.
Most of it's in the machine work.
Yeah.
Dude, it has an Engine Tech rebuild kit in it.
So now that you were slated to go to No Name, who are you calling out? 318 will run. That looks
well. After I drag your raggedy ass Fury down the track, I'll race 318 will run.
That car's not a racer, man.
Well, let's see. 300 horse poly versus 200 horse 305
with a 294 rear gear.
Yeah, mine's only got 200.
When you get down to the end of the track, all I ask is that you have launch ready.
I mean, you do realize mine's 4,300 pounds at me in it. No way your car's that heavy.
That car runs an 11. Like,
what? Now, did you run it down the track and drive?
No.
What'd you shift it at?
I don't know, like probably 3, 4.
I'd shift that thing up about 5,500.
I really don't want to abuse that car.
It'd be fine. 5,500 ain't gonna hurt that.
I do not abuse that car.
Remember the one time I convinced you to take it to 5,500, and that thing with the single plane and everything, it really
screams.
It comes on hard.
Once you get past $4,000.
Yeah, because the heads are good.
The low end is dead because of that intake. But there's only a few
taller performances to call out his Pinto.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick or the Jet?
Man.
Because that could go either way.
Matters.
You're wanting David to come out on Goliath, ain't you? Good Lord.
I don't know anything about that car, so I can't say anything about it.
Hey, to hell with it. Yeah, I'll race you. Why not?
Oh boy.
I'll I'll bet you like a hot dog or a hamburger at the snack stand and a friendly handshake. How's that sound, Blue Collar?
I'll bet you an unfriendly handshake, and you buy me a hot dog no matter who wins.
Okay, that sounds great.
Just
Hey, Lunar, the Buick might not be ready, but are you planning on coming to Sykeston?
yeah, we missed you last year.
Yeah.
Oh me.
No Parts Jeff has a 66 Cyclone GT.
Now that is a cool. That's a cool car. That's a really cool car.
The Cyclone was Mercury's version of the.
Fairlane.
Was it? Okay.
Cyclone. Fairlane. Yeah.
Lunar says there's rust in a safety issue. Like, where is it?
Must be
rusting?
in the frame.
In the frame.
GM
Yeah.
frames are bad
Big,
about
oh
that.
god,
In,
big
in
block
New
for it.
York, the glass rusts.
The glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much
Everything
does.
rusts.
The only thing I've seen from New York that didn't have rust on it was that 48 Chrysler that we picked up.
That was in New Jersey.
It lived in New York.
Oh.
But we bought it from New Jersey, and somebody had smeared axle grease over every inch of
Everything.
the underside of the car.
All of it.
You
And
gotta.
it had so much dirt stuck in it that it had been on there since that thing was probably new.
Yeah, Blue Collar. You got a deal. We'll do that.
This
I saw
this
that.
is going to be a pretty good race right here.
It's a good deal.
See, the thing is
That's a pretty good race.
the thing
I like
is
that.
I don't want to sling a rod.
Oh, come on! It's a 402. It's a small big block.
It's a small big
in a
block,
heavy
yeah.
truck.
against a
Yeah.
against a built to the
Andy
T3
Payne was
body.
running 9 flat last year. Are you afraid of that, Austin?
Wait, it ran. Oh,
Was
okay.
that on
yeah,
the
okay?
run
We'll
that
take
it went
that.
It should be because it's going to run quicker than that this year.
Yeah, when it has all the pistons.
Ah. Yeah, Lunar,
maybe.
Lunar's going to be cop car.
I mean, because in that run at Last No Name when the car ran an 8.4, that was me shifting from first straight to fourth and just riding through.
instant
I blew
power
my whole
glide.
run.
Yeah, it was like
no.
it just
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You ran an 840 shifting from first to fourth.
yeah by accident.
Wow,
So
that
if
car's
it,
got a lot in it.
yeah, it ran an 8.4.
The only thing
off
it
of
doesn't
that.
have in it is talent.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
But
For those
if
who
it
haven't
ran through
seen
every
it.
gear, it would have been a really good time. But
Have you ever tried just easing it down the track?
yeah, I've driven the car. I know how to drive. It was the shifter. I was nervous and just thunk, straight to four.
I
Like,
launched it
oh.
in third. I totally blew my whole run.
You launched it in third.
How is the
Yeah.
clutch still in that thing?
It's a good clutch.
It's a really
apparently.
nice clutch. It was a
What kind of
$600 clutch.
What
I
kind
don't
of
know, I was
clutch
running
is
out of
it?
time.
It's a Ram Borgenbeck with a 2,800-pound pressure.
That's
plate.
why the Rams are excellent clutches.
Yeah, that thing will
That's
take
the
all
only thing
kinds of
I've ever
abuse.
seen about him.
Oh, that's the very, very.
I like
very
how you got
first.
the driving Miss Daisy music.
That's
You've
not
never
a, that's
seen that
not a
movie, have you?
coincidence.
No. That's the very first run the car ever
That-
made.
You got to watch the movie to understand the irony of that music.
Yes.
Driving so slow. Yeah.
It's Morgan Freeman driving around an old lady.
Yeah.
That's what the movie's about.
Hope is taking Jessica Candy to the store.
Mm.
Look at this blister.
Oh, Dizzy's here.
Whoa! Gosh.
Man,
It
not,
sounds good.
it sounds bitchin'.
You know.
Now,
The thing
was your-
is that by the time I got to No Name, I was getting down launching a lot more. But
okay, so
no.
the question. Okay, here's my only question about that. Which did you do first? Let the clutch out or turn off the alarm clock? That's all I want to know.
I turned off the car, got back out, went and got lunch, came back.
Now,
Man,
so Blue
That was
Collar
quick.
already
He
called
did the
me
whole
out.
run in a drive-through.
I'll
Yeah.
if 318 Will Run's bringing a van, I'll race him in whatever van he brings.
Oh, you know he's gonna.
I
do
have-
it.
Yeah, you know he's gonna bring a van.
Austin, I've seen a more violent launch just forgetting to take the car out of first when I hit the key to start it.
Yeah.
Hey, when I was a real little kid, my dad had a 78 Duster, similar to the car you have, and it had a 225 Super 6 in it. And him and Berkebile put an 8 3/4 in it with a 456 gear, and they put like a 4,000 RPM converter in it. That car ran 1340s at Union Hill, but it had a 60-foot time that hung with pro stocks. It was dumb. It was in drive by the time it got past the Christmas tree. It'd come out of the hole just all over the place, and then valve flow. It
So
run
the entire
60
back
out.
half of
No,
the
it'd run
track,
like
it was
50
that
miles an
flow.
hour out the back door. It was
Yeah.
horrible.
God.
That's awesome.
I am taking the jet to a car show next weekend though, and it's getting entered into
Nothing like lowering the property value.
That's exactly what I'm doing, man. But it's getting entered into the street rod category.
Hey, you gonna get the white New Balances and sit in the lawn chairs, and
I'm in blue.
I've already
collar.
got those. Are you kidding me?
are you gonna get the hat with the iron-ons? and
Mine are gray.
Oh yeah.
Hey, John, we got to get him the little doll.
Oh yeah, the little
Oh,
little
no.
fucking-
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna
you know
bring
what
back
I'll
the
do?
street rod
I'm-
crap of
Oh,
the
I know
90s.
I know how I
I'm gonna-
do that doll.
You
gonna-
still do
I'm
that
gonna
to
set
this
it up.
day.
I'm gonna
I know what you're thinking.
I'm gonna set up that doll and then I'm gonna punt it across the damn car show.
No, I was thinking hang a cigarette out of its mouth and make it look like Cabral.
Oh,
Put a
yeah,
beard
there
on
it goes,
it
like,
and shit.
What's he in timeout for? YouTube.
I said something real
Community
bad.
standards.
Yeah.
Being a shitbag.
Yeah, hey, I gotta say, using Brian Cabral and community standards in the same sentence is fucking ironic.
It's more.
Yeah.
That poor guy. I hope he comes back because I
hope
need
he comes
motivation.
back, too.
I need motivation to get.
I
out of
always
bed
watch
every
him.
day.
I watch
You
him
know-
on my
you know
lunch
what?
break, so I can hate the world more.
You know what his comeback reminds me of? So that televangelist Robert Hilton, okay, he was a fraud, and they found all of these prayer requests that people mailed him unopened in the dumpster behind his bank. And the reason it was behind his bank is because all of his mail went to the bank, and they would just look, and if they look at the light, if there was a check in it, they took it out. If there wasn't, straight in the trash. Now, you would think that that guy would never be able to get anybody else follow him ever again, right? No, he's got this small little following of people who come to regular services at some airport conference room in Texas.
Doesn't
And the guy
surprise me.
he started his hustle all over again. He's old now. He's like 80 something. And he's still doing it. So it's like
Just
Cabral,
fucker every minute.
he can get completely found out about all of this stuff, and he'll still manage to come back and fool like the same three people, right? Who make excuses for him. They'll be there. Man.
Oh, Dust Devil's here, and I have
I
to
see that.
reconfirm. I can reconfirm. Is our push race still on?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll wait for your response.
I forgot about
yeah.
that.
But
Get to
if
have
are
it.
you gonna have the Fury there?
I'll probably drive it. Yeah, I don't know if I'll race it, but I'll probably drive it.
Well, if you feel up to it, I'll race you in the Fury.
No, I might. I have to pay for it to race. Which
How much is that?
It's like $80, I think. Or
I'll
something.
pay
I don't
for
know.
it.
But did you get your ticket yet, John?
No.
No.
I should.
Yeah, you probably should.
Yeah.
I'm not. And like, we gotta get with Garrett, see if he's gonna make it. So, oh, Dust Devil says, yes, we are still on.
Okay.
So,
So then we have to kick Garrett's ass and make sure he makes it so we can have an extra pusher.
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
Speaking of that,
are we going to send
Or we'll
him over
just-
to
we'll
Dust
just
Devil's
contract-
side,
we'll
so
just
it's two of
contract
us versus
Nick.
two of him.
we'll contract Nick to help us too.
My fat ass ain't pushing that car.
It rolls pretty
it
good.
rolls pretty good.
We've pushed it a lot.
The problem is getting your feet off the track.
We learned that lesson.
I learned that because everybody at the end of the night
I
of
had
the
a
last
bruise
race
on my elbow for 3 days.
was just setting the tree and having foot races down. It was fun. That was such a blast. But
Okay, so there is this sheet of paper. I got a picture of it. I don't know. It's usually right here on my desk. Okay, so we took guesses early in the season as to when Brian would start his car up and drive it out of his shop.
Brian Cabral.
Dust Devil Brian.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say like,
Okay, yeah, no,
Always
the
putting
Brian,
together
the Brian
first
who has teeth.
yeah,
So we had
teeth,
we
Brian.
We had Jay, Rabbit Transit Jay had 215 days. Jed had 200. Brian Barsness had 175. Brian had 153. William had 150. So see, there's the sheet, right?
Okay.
Okay. So next up is Two Hacks Jeff at 143. So if the Duster drives out of there in 5 days, Jeff's going to win it. Then after that, you've got Andy Wood at 32 days. Jason Falk says 2 days to go. And Coach says 300, which is like November
Well, that's
24th.
like way off. Yeah.
So that's the guesses as to when the Duster would fire up and drive out.
Oh man.
So is there like a round robin kind of bet situation happening here?
I don't
or-
know. It's interesting. So, but I got to tell you, the last video of the Knuckle Duster, that thing is really looking. It is coming along. He's got the wiring looks really nice. He's got that. It's really coming along now.
You know what I noticed about No Name? Like last year when I can't talk tonight. When y'all went, I watched everybody's video of the of all the footage, like the racing and everything, and there's a lot of really cool cars out there.
There
Like
was.
stuff that's cool. Like I hate going to a
mods.
race
The thing,
and it's all like nothing wrong with Novas, but it's like all 71 Novas and stuff.
oh yeah,
you
no,
know?
everybody brought whatever.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
there's a lot of really cool
Like-
stuff, like different stuff.
The thing about No Name that's cool is that you have cars on every end of the spectrum. You got cars like
Who's driving that old ambulance wagon thing?
that's right.
That thing is sweet.
That was
Yeah,
a
it
Punisher
is.
Le Mans garage, I think.
It's
right?
not good enough for some events, but it's good enough for
Is
real
he
people
is he
events.
coming back out this year?
Oh man, I hope so.
If he
Absolutely.
does,
Jay-
that's one of my call outs. I'd like to
Jay
race
is
that.
awesome.
I want to race him in that car. If he sees
I-
this, let me know.
The
Gee,
cool
let me
thing
tell
about
I spent some time
Let me
geeking
tell you,
out
not
on
only-
this car
That
while
thing's
I was out
sweet.
there.
Not only did Jay just kill it to get his stuff together and come there and have fun, and he gets it, Jay was also responsible for providing the speakers and PA system for the burnout competition.
yeah,
Jay's a big player. He
Oh.
helps us a lot. I appreciate Jay.
it was Irish Outlaw, right?
Yeah, Irish
Yeah,
Outlaw.
Yeah,
Jay.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And but no, the cool
Look at the last.
See, exactly.
Revving the Javelin is $6,000 for fun.
I'd love to have you as my neighbor. We could run everyone out.
All we
Good,
need to
man.
do, just get everybody in the same neighborhood,
Awesome.
and then eventually you work out all the Karens that just
Oh, yeah.
disappear.
Oh yeah.
But the best thing about No Name is that you have cars from every end of the spectrum. So you got like cars like Duddy's Adventure, like it's a miracle it passed tech, and then you
The
have
only reason he was able to keep racing was because I brought a shop vac and he was able to
vacuum
all the
everything
needles
out.
out of the car.
and then you have like Dizzy Izzy's the Angry Vagrant, and then you have like Slaghammer was
Well-
there. And then you have Poor Boy's Garage and Le Mans Racing and or not Brewer Racing, and they have like serious cars,
So
like
it's
very
yeah.
serious. Like
It's-
somebody's bringing a dragster this year.
it's
So-
Irish
Thanks for
Outlaw
noticing,
Garage at the
Dakota.
ambulance. Yeah, Irish Outlaw. If you want to line up, if you're going to bring the ambulance, let me know. We'll do it.
And this year the jet is going to Lambert's.
What
for sure.
what does that ambulance have in it? Is it like a 400 or a 455?
Oh, that ambulance has a 632-inch G Fulton motor in it. No, I don't know. I think it's a 400 Pontiac.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's. I've seen it up close. It is cool. It's a neat car.
All the ambulances and hearses are neat.
You know, that's the thing. We got all the neat stuff, right? Like,
Neat stuff's what gets me out of bed to go to an event.
Yeah.
I don't.
I've been drag racing my whole life. I have seen a back half 68 Camaro. Like it doesn't do anything for me anymore. I like seeing something that I
Well,
don't
that's like-
always see.
The bummer
no
about
part,
even going
Jeff.
to
I don't know
car
about a
shopping.
dragster. I know that if he gets the subs, back motor funny car, back motor Mike is planning to bring
400.
a Corvair funny car, and he's at
Hell
225
yeah. Good
subs.
Lord.
He needs to get there.
Didn't Poor Boys as Roadrunner? Well, that was a Roadrunner, wasn't it?
Yeah, poor boys.
Yeah.
Brad's planning on
Didn't-
bringing back the Roadrunner, and it'll be
didn't it-
quicker.
Doesn't it have a chute?
Sweet.
Like
Not yet.
no.
I don't think
Say
so.
that thing is a powerhouse. That thing is terrifying. But
That car was really nice.
yeah. But you could be in the running against Just Mopar Joe for bracket champion.
You could because
You
you
could,
actually
'cause
have
you've got the most
experience bracket
predictable-
racing.
Possible car.
I mean, bracket
You know what?
racing's practically all I've ever done.
You know what I'd be afraid of in that bracket? The New Guys Garage crew, New Guys Guitar, is planning to bring a U-Haul.
Oh shit.
Oh my god! Are
Well,
you serious?
well,
it's over.
yes.
do we have a
Serious?
story
It's
for
over.
you?
Yeah,
That will be for another night.
No, it's right now.
No.
Tell
So-
the story.
So Nick rented a Penske truck. Continue.
Oh God. That's when I drank a lot.
This was years ago.
Yeah, I rented a Penske truck to help my friend move.
You have to tell the whole thing.
Oh God, I hate that story.
It's fucking
It
great.
reminds me how terrible of a person I was.
No, it's great.
We'll do that another
No,
night.
no, no.
I'm
Nick,
not. I'm not.
It's
in the
either
mood for
you
the-
tell it or I'm telling it.
You tell it.
Okay, so Nick rented a Penske truck to help his friend move, right? And this was during a very, unique winter where we get snow. And it was cold outside. It was frozen. And the thing was so slap out that it wouldn't really want to start in the cold. So his solution to go out there and warm it up is to put a brick on the accelerator and crank it over and just and keep in mind this truck had the 8.1. It was the
Yeah.
big ass gas engine.
Yeah.
And he goes back inside to let it warm up and falls the fuck asleep.
With a brick on the gas pedal.
He comes back out like 20 minutes later. And the thing's just pegging,
Blow
still
by,
going,
just pouring smoke out of the
smoking
exhaust.
everywhere. And
Oh God.
and he pulls the brake off and shuts it off, checks the oil, and what was in it?
Yeah, well, it looked pretty rough.
It was bad. And the roads are icy and everything, so you can just go out to the parts store and get stuff because it's way too out of the way. So Nick goes out to his shed, and what did you have?
I think it was gear lube.
Gear lube and transmission fluid. So he tops the thing off, and then he goes and it's got like no oil pressure.
Nothing.
And he uses it to help his friend move.
The thing about this story is that the statute of limitations is passed.
Yeah.
I hope it is.
So so what happened next, Nick?
I went and tried to drag race it, but they wouldn't let me because they wouldn't tech it because it wouldn't fit around to get into the burnout box. It's a damn top kick.
So what did you do?
I said, hey, let me just back it down the track. They won't let me do that. So I went out and did burnouts in it in a neutral truck to blow the rear.
Well, there's
I
also
can
the
tell
part.
you for
There's
sure
also
that-
there's also the part about where you removed the muffler.
Well, no, I unbolted the converters and let them hang because they melted.
And then you had to bring it back to the Penske rental.
I did.
And
Throw it in neutral, shut it off, pull it on the lot, throw them the keys, and walk. That's all you can do.
that was
I was a different man.
that was a hell of a time.
That was a hell of a weekend. I didn't get sober until Tuesday.
That's one of those times when you want to use the starter to drive it on the lot.
Yeah, just
Give it
let
a
it. Yeah.
Oh man.
There's the smart car. There's the Polara.
There are tons of stories for the smart.
There's tons of stories for every vehicle that Nick has ever owned.
Oh God. Or that little stint where I went through dart after dart in high school. I had,
Dude,
like-
you had like the nicest cars in high school, though.
Yeah, it sucks. All I have is shit now.
Yeah, the darts were cool.
I had better cars when I was fucking broke.
You beat them all to death.
Auto salvage, you go and bring it. Yeah, you guys aren't too easy to find anymore.
Oh God.
Aren't many left.
Ever since that whole thing happened, every year we've threatened to rent Nick a Penske truck for his birthday.
Oh God. That was like 10 years ago.
It was longer than that.
Yeah, it was a long
Yeah, it
time
was.
ago. I have
10
calmed
years
down in
ago is
old
when
age.
we started hanging out because I got my bike.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Dude, yeah, this was
the U-Haul. I'm hoping will line up with the Model T Ford because Turbo Tom's bringing a 1916 Model T.
is it factory? Like still got the
Yeah.
4-cylinder?
I
Yeah,
want to see
yeah,
that. That's
that'd be-
cool.
that'd be pretty
Yeah, I
cool.
want to see that. That is cool.
Like
Yeah.
hand crank
Yeah.
at the line.
Yes.
And you know what?
You gotta
It might
hand crank it.
run
Hey,
better than
that
we
car-
expect.
Advance.
Say
that
what?
car does not have to have a battery hold down because it doesn't have battery.
Yeah,
It has a
it's got
magneto and a hand
magneto.
crank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
How cool
pretty
is that?
Watch it run a faster 8th mile time than like some modern car. That'd be hilarious.
I think it's just super cool. The fact that somebody, I really want to see the Model T. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I don't have any experience with one up close. I've only seen them from like.
When you drive one, you have to think, I'm not going to drive a car. I'm going to mow my yard.
Well, there's that, and also you have to balance like the advance manually.
Yeah. Well,
So
that's
it's
a lot
like
of
flying
cars.
in
That's
aircraft.
back. That's back when Henry Ford designed
Yeah.
them, and
It's back
you know,
when
Henry Ford
like
was
the
well,
throttle
yeah.
was on the steering wheel, and cars didn't even have gas pedals yet.
Or if they did, it was in the middle.
Yeah.
Actually, the Model T, I think reverse pedal is in the middle.
No, the reverse is a lever on the far left that you have to pull all the way forward.
I couldn't remember. I know they have something weird about driving them like that.
Old
Yeah.
car guys trying to put a Toyota Echo drivetrain in a Yugo.
That actually
That's the
makes
only
sense.
time an Echo.
That's a
would
great
never be
idea.
fast.
I bet that thing's going to get some ridiculous gas mileage.
Like 10 years ago, I found a guy that had built a Yugo and he did a Honda K20 swap and he autocrossed it, and it was for sale on Craigslist in North Carolina for like
Man,
$4,500.
when I was a kid, I remember the Yugo
I
that
wish I'd
graced the
bought it.
pages of CarCraft and Hot Rod. The guy had shoehorned a 454 in it, and it was tubbed.
Oh my
Jeff,
Lord.
It was
tell
blue.
me, not sure what you're getting at here. If that fits my car shows up, do you think he would match race for cash with my dragster? What car?
If that fits, if what fits.
Funny
Funny car. Oh,
car.
let me tell
Funny
you.
car.
So this Corvair funny car runs 550s. It's a Corvair funny car with a
Oh my God.
it's a big block Chevy and a Corvair. You didn't have to see it. Back motor Mike. I think a match race with that will be like with like Redbeard's car, or like the Nelsons, like I think the Nova if they bring it.
Brewer.
No, quicker than Brewer. Yeah, Turbo Tom's. I'll teach you how to start. Turbo Tom, you have no idea how I would love to do that. I would love to do that.
Oh, it's like you push down on the floor, like
That
after
would be
using
cool.
Magneto.
We'll set the we'll adjust the timing and the hand crank. Love it.
You do like full retard.
Yes.
Crack the throttle
Turbo
like
Tom, I got
halfway.
a question for you. So do you have that thing tagged and all and drive it out on the street? Can you drive it 7 miles to Lambert's for the cruise?
And I tell you
That'd be
something else.
awesome.
I'll give Turbo Tom a ride in mine if he'll give me a ride in his. I've never ridden
Because
a
the
Model T.
cruise to Lambert's is
For
not
real.
fast.
Yeah,
It's
that'd be
a
cool.
slow. I'll tell you what. If
It's
you
all
could
city
drive
street.
that to the cruise at Lambert's, I'd love to ride, and we could head to cruise at whatever speed you could do, and just that would be freaking cool.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah, man. Now we're talking.
It's funny, you know, we're all surrounded by people that have 800 horsepower pro mods.
The thing is going to win
But,
some Model
but
T.
we're like,
They
we
always
want
go
to see
to
the
the Model
Model
T.
T because it's
I wanna see
cool.
the Model
It's-
T.
It's the
Yeah.
it's the Genesis.
Yeah.
It's,
Last
it's-
year-
it's
the
Last
original
year I
That
drove
car is-
Mr. Haney.
Average car.
That
Yeah.
car is why we are doing what we're doing.
I think the flathead V8 is more why we're doing what
Well,
we're doing.
no, I mean, but the Model T was
Lizzie Wright
like the first
operated
average
that.
car people could buy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
38
that
Fender
car
racing.
started
It's
it
kinda
all.
like- you said you need plates to go. Need plates required. You know, this is all.
We can get
There's
a
a
couple
line of
guys to
cars
run
there.
block or have a guy in front of them and a guy behind them.
I've got
Just-
some plates you can just put on it.
I'm just gonna say, I have 17 license plates at
I've
home.
got tons of them over there. I'll pull whatever you want.
Is
on
this
it.
is this one of those Alex Jones moments?
No, I
No one
actually-
told you the ducks are actually free. I
You
have
can just
400
take them.
ducks.
Birds aren't real?
Did you see the thing about them actually using dead birds as drones?
Oh my
Oh
god!
shit! Here we go.
Oh,
The guys
God.
can't drive it till they pass a course. That's funny. I like
Globes
that.
aren't real.
Okay. I had
Oh,
I had a new one
That's
today.
the name of my Wi-Fi. Globes aren't real.
I had a new one today. I went into O'Reilly's to get some vacuum hose, and the guy working there, he said, "How much do you need?" I said, "I'll take a yard of it."
Didn't know what a yard was.
Yeah, you know what a yard was.
Oh my
The
god!
other guy working there, the old guy says, "You know how many feet are in a yard?" He said, "No." For real.
Ooh,
He said, "I don't know how
PJ.
many feet were in a yard."
PJ actually brings up a very good question. How are Turbo Tom? How are you installing seatbelts to pass tech?
I think we can push
I think
him
there's
through.
an
'Cause I don't
exemption.
think
that
that
car's gonna run
We're gonna
anything.
Figure that out.
I
Don't stress that. We're gonna figure that out.
I mean, it doesn't. It's not gonna run anywhere close to like anything.
gonna-
What's its
We're
top
gonna-
speed?
we're-
50?
Yeah,
gonna
figure
55,
that out.
40.
Like flat
40.
out?
40
Look,
and
look,
8,
I know that car will not go quick enough to need a Snell helmet, so a DOT helmet, and we can definitely work out something non-invasive and all that for belts. Don't stress that at all. We're gonna make.
Ratchet-
and you don't need a
ratchet
battery. You don't need a battery hold down. It doesn't have a battery,
one.
right?
See, here's the thing. Like on the cruise to Lambert's, right?
45.
If you're
quick.
45, yeah.
If you're worried
Wow.
about the Model T getting pulled over on the way to Lambert's, here's the thing. That Model T is going to be traveling with a bunch of race cars.
If I see
the cops are not going to give a shit.
If I see a cop get near him, I'm gonna fucking neutral drop it right in front of him and slam the door and fly past him. I'll take one for the team.
I'll empty the bottle.
It'd be like dude and Gary Busey in Gumball Rally where he takes off in the Camaro through the toll right in front of the cop.
Yeah. Like
Hey,
the Model T is going to be the least of their concerns.
Yeah.
If I had asked for if I'd asked for a yard, he said, I don't know how long that is. If I'd asked for a meter, he'd go, 39.37 inches. No problem.
There's a good chance.
Just write militia on a piece of cardboard and mount that. Yes.
No. Just write sovereign citizen on the back.
Right. That's what I was
No, they don't play with that shit down here.
Then you'll get pulled over.
Yeah, don't do that in Southeast Missouri. No, don't.
Yeah, John Elliott says on a perfect drive train without any issues, 45 and prone to overheating. Yeah, we don't want to run him too fast where he overheats it. I mean, if we got cruise 35, 40, we will.
That's all I want to do in the jet. I mean,
So
shit.
I'm going to volunteer Austin to ride the dong against the Model T.
I'll ride the donkey against the Model T because that's a good race.
That's a good
It's
race.
a really good race.
That'd be real close.
I'll put $20 on the Model
Dude,
T.
I don't want to put a bet on that race because it'd be too close.
I might blow it up before then. I don't know.
I'll scream the dong all the way.
It's
down.
It's knocking like it's trying to get in your house, man.
And it's going back. And we're going to put more race gas in
There
it.
needs to be an RX-8 at it, no name.
Bring your car.
A what?
No.
That's a car?
Yeah. It's John's thing.
Yeah, I bought a second RX.
Hey, I'll build you a 3-inch straight pipe for it for free.
It's got one.
It's already
Oh.
got a racing.
Early
exhaust.
Nebraska tags were leather?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's cool. I'd like to see one of those.
Well, yeah, you think it makes sense, actually, if you think about it.
Looks like Rob Halford going down the street bolted to a frame.
The early Tennessee license plates were shaped like Tennessee.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Until the mid 50s.
Because until they regulated that it has to be this size.
Right.
I guess prisoners got
Yeah.
mad that they had to make complicated shapes.
Well, I mean, like a lot of times they wouldn't just fit on the car because they had cutouts, so it wouldn't just fit.
I still can't believe my Cadillac has the factory plate on the front of it still.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah, 61-year-old plate.
When we get in a Cadillac burnout video?
Never.
never. The car never.
That
do a
car
burnout.
can't do a burnout.
Is it that gutless?
Dude.
Oh,
yes,
dude, it probably makes 150 horsepower.
It's horrible.
I got a cam.
That won't fix the issue.
You'd be amazed at what a good fresh cam and
It's on Soviet compression, man. You could probably run it on fucking pond water.
It owes compression.
a quadrojet would help it a lot too, as far as off idle torque.
But the dong against a Model T would be a very, very
That
good
would be
race.
great.
I'm interested in that.
Yeah, I just want to see the Model T. That's cool as shit.
I agree. I'm excited about
Aren't
that.
those how big? Aren't those like some sort of side valve? See, I know flatheads, but they're
like
a side valve
2.5
4-cylinder.
liter
Yeah.
flat.
And they're all
what's
they
the
don't
cubic
have-
inch on one of
they don't-
those?
it's like
Country Mile
2.4
Garage. isn't it?
liter.
I think
I don't go
It's
by
a
liters.
cylinder.
I go by
But the
cubic
thing is,
inches.
no,
140
that's the
cubic
thing. You
inches.
can't measure. You can't measure the size of a Model T's displacement because they were all different. They're not
Oh.
I
consistent.
think I've actually read
The-
there's something like 3.99 to 1 compression, like 4
Yeah.
to 1 compression.
Like they have like no compression
Well,
and they're
yeah.
all different.
It's between 4 and 6, depending on how late they are, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Country Mile Garage in the house. How's it going?
They also don't have an oil dipstick. You have to unplug one, and if it drips out, it's good.
They also don't have a water pump.
Yep.
So, have you,
don't-
Country Mile, have you been listening? Turbo Tom 416 there is bringing the family's 1916 Model T to the No Name Nationals.
That's going to be the coolest thing there.
That
It's gonna
is.
be
I
the
can't
coolest
wait
thing.
to
We're
see
marking out
that.
on it. There'll be cars there with 1,000 horsepower, and here we are geeking out to a Model T with 20.
Yeah, you don't even have to put it on the track. You can just drive it around in the pits and just.
The riding mower, I have the riding mower with that has 20. I love it.
I know.
I just love it.
I might be renting a freaking tree stump grinder that has 30 horsepower here to help a buddy of mine out.
Oh me, Dean Stevenson, you need to convince Brian Cabral to come back to YouTube. somehow.
It's his great grandfather's car. That is so cool.
Very cool. That will probably be the coolest car at the event.
Can we have a moment of silence for Brian Cabral?
Now, hang on. You said it's a Model T. Is it like a Model T sedan, cabriolet, pickup?
I think.
Oh, yeah, I've never even asked that.
I think they all
Is it an
had
open top
soft
or is
tops.
it?
Yeah.
I think they were all.
They made sedans. In
Oh, and they
16.
made like business. I think they made a business
No,
coupe.
it's Model A. Model A is business.
No, Model
coupe.
T. They made the little single
Yeah,
Well,
business coupe looking little thing.
business coupe is just a sedan that has enough room in the back to put like stuff to sell
Or
door to door.
was it a?
That's what Model A is a business coupe, as far as I know.
Good
I'll
evening,
work it.
Big Belly Racing.
Oh man.
They made a shitload of body styles, Austin.
Oh, yeah.
No, I know they did. I just don't know if it was called the business coupe. I know the Model A.
Okay, they have the Touring, a four-door sedan spelled Fordor.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then they have the Runabout and the Coupe. See, the Coupe's the little thing, then the Runabout's the open top coupe.
That's not a business coupe though.
No, I'm thinking
a
later.
business coupe is a coupe that has enough space in the back to put stuff that people would.
But
sell
hey,
door to door.
the Coupe was $520. The Runabout was $260. The Touring was $290, and the four-door was $660. Man, I'll go buy 10 of them right now if they were still that cheap.
Considering that $660 in 1916 was easily like almost $10,000.
Oh, was touring car until 26. He cut off back seat and added truck bed. That's
Nice.
cool.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
It was,
That's what a lot of people
the
did
truck-
during
the
the Great
truck-
Depression.
Yeah.
I mean, you just
the
took
truck
whatever
they
you had.
made was the Model B. I think it was
I think
model,
you're right.
Model
B was
the truck.
32. A was 28 to 31. B was 32.
Yeah.
That's super cool. Just looking at pictures of these cars, I mean, they're just neat.
First responders here.
Yeah, 100,
Howdy.
177 cubic inch, 2.9 liters.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but you can't go by that
I
because
know,
they were
but that-
all different.
But look how light they are. Curb weight, 1,200 to 1,650 pounds. That
hey,
thing
why-
might
why-
run
why-
better than we think.
I mean, why do you think people put flatheads in them? Because they were light.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
They were light used cars by the time the flathead came
It's
out.
like I was on Wild Rose's live the other night, put a 430 MEL on that sucker.
and then get parts for it.
Yeah. You don't really need to build it other than rebuild it. Yeah, trucks are TT. That's cool.
There's my cat.
Yep, the most famous color was black. I think they actually did have a few different colors by the
They
end of
did.
the run.
Yeah,
I think
they
you
had-
could get them
they
in
had
like,
green.
and like I think you could get red.
yeah, but
Well, actually, they
never
had more,
seen a
they
red
had
too.
more colors at the beginning of the run
Really?
than they did at the end. Because by the end of Model T production, you could only get black.
Huh.
So at the beginning of the run, you could get like red and a couple of other colors if you ordered them, I guess. But I think that by the end, you could only get it in black because they were just running so many of them off the
So
production line. They weren't even going to bother taking orders. And
It
painting
uses a leather clutch.
so you're telling
Yeah.
me that I can get a Model T in Hemi orange?
them. Not Hemi orange, but maybe an orange.
John
You could get
Elliott,
it
what
in
does that
disappointing
mean?
Ford orange.
What does that mean? I'd love to see how this finishes. This doesn't really have a finish. We're just sitting here yakking and being ridiculous because Nick the Van Man 90 has got his 500 subs and punched his
Yes, he
ticket
does.
to the No Name Nationals. He's the 10th channel to do so this year. And so our work here is done. We're just hanging out now. There's
You're
really
at 521 now.
So at
Right.
least I have a good lead, so I don't have to worry about it being $4.99 in the morning.
Everybody,
No, you don't
unsubscribe
anyway.
to Nick
Once
the
you're
Man
in, you're in.
90, we're starting a new campaign. Unsubscribe.
That worked real
That
well.
worked
last
really
time.
well before.
it'd be funny if you get 493 tomorrow because of it. That would be funny.
That would suck.
That would suck ass.
It will be actually really funny.
Like we gotta have a second live.
Oh.
Oh me,
I think that engine's going to run really good in that van.
I think
it's
it
gonna
is.
be awesome.
Yeah, you got
I'm looking
230
forward to it.
horsepower, 275 torque.
The thing
and
is,
it's below 5,000 RPM, all of it.
Yeah.
The next video we collaborate on, do you want it to be when you get the trans back, or when you get the thing started to be swapped, or
I'll have it swapped here pretty soon, probably by the end of May, because I don't even really got to take the hood off of it. I'm dropping the subframe out of it. And really, the only modifications I have to make, since I have swap mounts, I use the same drive shaft. I'm going to send the transmission off to be built. And the 2 fuel lines that go to my TBI unit, you have a feed and a return.
Like a carburetor.
I'm putting a return style regulator on it, regulating my factory in tank 15 psi TBI pump to 4.5 pounds for the Edelbrock and calling it done. I mean, I'll have to have a 12-volt hot for the HEI, but typically on those, you can kind of leave most everything alone and just unplug the ECU and take the engine harness off because TBI is so dumb.
Just
Yeah.
unplug your check engine light. You're good.
I always throw TBI in a definition of a carburetor with a fuel injector in it connected to a Casio.
You think that's bad? If you go on my
It's a
videos,
TI-86.
if you go on my videos and go to my shorts, that tan LTD that I have that's chopping away in the parking lot, that had CFI on it. It was 1 year only for those cars. 84 was a 2-barrel. 85 was CFI, which was Ford's TBI unit, which is awful.
It's like
3 times
electronic
more
carburetor.
No, it's a TBI unit like GM uses, but it's all like crappy Ford junk, and it's way more complicated
For no reason.
Cool. With Duraspark.
And then 86, they went multi-point.
Did it have Duraspark?
Yes.
I've seen people keep Duraspark in their cars, and they have 2 boxes.
Hey,
one ready to wire up when one fails.
Red and white F100 I raced you in your first RX-8 had Duraspark.
I remember that.
Okay.
I remember that. I just hear those boxes fail more than
you got to get an American-made
You
box.
had a lot more engine, and I was not ready for that race.
That was just a stock old 93 F-150 5-liter.
I hope you get
70 something.
That was a 78, but the engine came out of a 93 F-150.
I hope you get the pit next to us and Mopar Al.
I'd like that.
Yeah.
And I'll be staying in my van too. I'm not getting a hotel room. Do they have showers out there?
Yeah.
There's showers.
Okay, good. Then I'm good. I don't need to even go anywhere. Yeah, what Danny Boy said. I like Duraspark too. I mean, when I used to swap carbureted small block V8s and the stuff, Ford stuff, I used to use Duraspark because you go in a junkyard, get your Duraspark distributor. Well, a lot of people know you can run a Duraspark distributor with MSD6AL. Hey, and you know what? The variable Venturi actually wasn't bad.
It's horrible.
If you knew how to set it up. When I worked for Ford Motor Company, my boss Mickey actually was a tech at that time.
They still worked on that?
Yes. Well, in his time. And there were a lot of things you could do that kept them, that made them really good. I mean, the idea was good. It's just, most people don't set them up right, but most people don't set up a quadrajet right either. They set them where the secondaries drop open the moment you take off and they bog, and then they're a piece of shit quadrajet, and they do the same thing with thermoquads. They don't know how to set them up.
What about the computer-controlled carburetors found on like the late model Plymouths?
I always take those off and put a standard BBD on it, but actually I don't. I used to, but like on Ty's Fifth Avenue and stuff, I just put adapters on all those, and I use the Holley 350 CFM Street Avenger electric choke 2-barrels because Carter 2-barrels are garbage. They don't flow worth a shit.
They would flow like what, 386 CFM?
No,
like
not even close. They flow like almost a little over 200.
Really?
Yeah, you put when I put the 350 CFM Holley on that car, it felt like I put a 4-barrel on it.
The guys that used to convert Fieros back to, they put a 4-barrel intake on them because I think Indy used to make one.
Oh God, John Wilbur left.
And oh no, it's just us. What are we gonna do?
We're not entertaining enough, and I feel uncomfortable.
I'm watching.
Okay. But when they did that, they'd always put a 390 on the 2.8 because it was the properly sized, carb for that engine.
Yeah,
because you get another 800 RPM out of the top end of it versus the stock intake because it's a poor design.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that on a lot of old V8s with a 2-barrel. When you go to a 4-barrel, sometimes they'll actually spin a little bit higher before they, actually even float the valves. It's amazing what airflow does for things.
So,
yeah,
John, are you able to reveal how many people have signed up at this point?
Oh, it's a bunch. The only thing is when you give numbers, here's the problem. The problem is, while there's only a few who sign up who are never going to show up anyway, there's a whole bunch that just haven't signed up yet because they just haven't signed up because they're eccentric like that. So we're on pace to have as many and more as last year, certainly more. but the numbers don't mean anything, and all they are is just going to be conjecture nonsense. And I'll give you an example. John Cope is not registered yet. John Cope would not miss this event if there was 3 feet of snow on the ground, but he hasn't registered yet.
Yeah.
So, if I would give the list, he's not coming, then they would come up with all these theories of why he's not coming. No,
because he hasn't done the thing yet. Yeah.
Exactly.
God
that's
forbid.
the thing about trying to put up a list of registrants or how many is it just will do nothing but create nonsense and chatter. What I can say is we've got tons of signups. We're on course to have more people this year than last. The ones I do put up, though, are the No Name 500 because they're running a race with their public sub count.
Yeah.
But now we actually don't have as many No Name 500 guys this year, but that's only because so many of them made it last year and have re-registered as established channels.
Yeah.
Right.
But we still have.
Well, it's like I haven't signed up and I'm going.
We have about 30 No Name 500 guys altogether.
Nice.
29 so far.
That's awesome.
Cool.
And there's
how many of them are new for this year? Like they didn't quite make it
29,
last year versus...
27.
Okay.
Yeah, 27. We've had 2 re-enter the fray, and both have made it.
Cool.
So
actually, one in Rob's Rods and Streetcars. He's close. He's real close.
Who's first in line now?
Rob's Rods and Streetcars, I believe, is at 455.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's
we were talking about that earlier.
Yep, oh. Nick passed Smoke Wrench and Rob's Rods and Streetcars, both.
So you were in third.
Oh,
nice. Third.
Sounds like my wife.
You were in third, took the white flag, and passed them both.
I pulled a Junior Johnson and went around.
That's it.
It works, man.
Thing is, though, it doesn't matter what order you finish as long as you finish.
Yeah, it don't matter.
I mean, the most important thing is everybody getting there.
Yeah.
And the more people get there, the more fun the event's going to be.
Yeah,
anyway.
Exactly.
So, like, Dizzy Izzy.
Oh, my God.
He finally made
I love Dizzy Izzy.
It was down to the wire, and he made it, and he ran. I don't even know how many freaking passes he made. But dude had a blast. Everybody had a blast.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, that's like it was Dizzy Izzy, and I believe it was Colleen Tebow's son. We're in line getting this. Like Colleen, I don't know where they drove from, but they had drove there and got their subs in line.
People waiting to get into spectators who were holding signs.
They're like sub so I can race, sub so I can sub so I can race. Oh man.
Yeah, he was. He got the rest of them there at the gate.
Yep.
I might have a picture of that.
Oh, there's tons of pictures of that.
We had our subs in 2 days. No big
deal. I'll flip you off for the audience.
Pictures
that's fair.
Hey, what are the views at on that video for you? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, that?
Yeah, you're getting quite a lot of views quite fast.
Yeah, somehow. I did not expect
a lot of people like you more than they like us, so.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay, there you go.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
It's amazing what a small block Chevrolet can do.
I guess.
As if it's relevant.
Because the numbers that appear on the YouTube, like, video player
LS the world
are different than the numbers.
Small block ain't done yet.
There was one comment under the video. I just put an LS and everything. I get them for $200 or whatever. And I'm like, email me.
Email
I want
us.
One. Like, you've got $200 LS drivetrains.
I do exhaust systems for a guy that LS swaps stuff, and I can tell you to do one right, you're going to spend about $9,000 to $10,000. If you're going to go through the engine, go through the transmission, get
like
the right mounts, the right headers, have it tuned, a real harness, a real ECU, not like backyard garbage, but like nice. You'll spend about $10,000, and you'll have a 2015 Chevrolet Silverado. Congratulations!
Yay!
It'll sound just like one too.
Blah 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 blah
and
blah.
That's why when I put one in my Cadillac, it's getting manifolds and mufflers.
Yeah, LS. It'll sound like a Florida Georgia line song at Valve Float.
Yeah, it's fine. It'll never see Valve Float.
You remember that? What's that line from Copperhead Road that you make fun of? Where he's talking about he picked up that car at the Mason Lodge
when he tore the engine down. I still remember that rumbling sound.
And it was like 440.
Yeah,
right?
with like open manifolds and a stock cam. Blah, 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 blah. Ain't even built.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
But I can't afford that.
Yes,
yeah.
Godzilla is going to
I
be
would-
the new thing.
That will be. at
The
some point.
7.3 and even the 6.8 is a great engine. I am curious to know if the 6.8 is a shorter deck height than the 7.3 as far as packaging for small cars like older Mustangs and all that. That would be interesting to find out. But yeah, Godzillas are sweet. You just wait till they start making cylinder heads and root superchargers and everything like that for them. They're going to be killer.
You can make 600 horsepower by
Well,
tuning them.
I'm hoping that they're going to start making crankshafts and everything for them because I know you can get more cubic inches out of them. If you can get more than 500 cubes out of them, you'll really be cooking with gas.
Blah 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 blah.
8 to 1 makes about 230 horsepower.
650
Andy
pounds.
says same deck height.
Same deck height.
Huh.
Is the 6.8 a shorter stroke or a smaller bore than the 7.3? Then I wonder. That's cool.
I would assume the 7.3 is stroked because it's torque motor.
Yeah, I mean the 6.8 ain't no chump on torque
It's like
either,
450,
though.
550, right?
Yeah.
Country Mile Garage likes cooking with diesel. Country Mile Garage, are you
Shorter.
coming to Sykeston this year? And if so,
Yeah,
what are you thinking of bringing?
They put so
the
many miles on
6.8 the
diesels.
6.8 is a shorter stroke. Interesting.
Brian just sent me. I'm guessing this is what's going into the push race.
Why do you need to push that?
Because that last year that we would do a push race and it
Yeah.
didn't get to happen.
Because like we had no confidence in the car, and like so we're just like we'll fucking push
Later,
it.
PK?
So we just pushed the.
We
thing
said
down there.
if we break the car, we'll do a push race.
Yeah.
And then it came down to
So,
we're
just
gonna
doing
do
a push race.
I usually don't do this, but I'm going to reveal one of my secrets. You know, everybody's always so impressed with a lot of my stuff, like when it gets to the racetrack and it never has problems. Do you really want to know what one of the greatest secrets is?
Brian Cabral.
No, drive the fucking thing every day.
Yeah, drive it.
Yeah.
If
What do you think the jet
you
gets
can
driven?
if you can put a car together that will get you to work reliably for several months without a problem, it will probably be okay at the racetrack.
Yeah.
See, like the thing is, like with the Jet too, the only thing that I worry about driving every day is the clutch. But you
Well,
got to break it in.
Something John Wilburn will appreciate since he and I are into some similar things. You know, Wild Bill Hickok shot both of his guns every morning, shot them, cleaned them, loaded them. He was very intimate with them. That's why he was so good. If you drive a car every day, you get intimate with it. You know all of its quirks. You'll find that you
I
will
can't
go
afford that
faster.
hospital bill.
You will go faster in a car that you're familiar with than
Oh,
one you're
yeah.
unfamiliar with.
Oh yeah.
You know right where the clutch wants to be, where to push the shifter. You
Well,
just
that's-
get used to all
like,
of it.
That's
As the-
actually the perspective that actual race car builders do. Like Steve Dinan said that when they were tuning BMWs, they would tune them for driving on the street and then go race them because the car that was tuned for street driving would be better everywhere but full throttle.
See,
Yeah.
I was worried about the clutch. I was worried about the clutch in the Jet. But the thing is that in the manual, it says that it needs about 500 miles on it before you really go out and do anything with it.
Yeah.
Like it has to like be made into the flywheel. And everything was new in that car. New flywheel, everything. So that was fun. But yeah,
Well,
just about
y'all-
getting out and driving it.
We'll wrap it up here in a few minutes. We've for those that are just drifting in here, we've got some new folks in here. What's up, Hammer Wrench? Nick the Van Man 90 is the 10th channel so far this year to punch his ticket and make it into the No Name Nationals as a participant. And we got his 500. Didn't take long. We've just been hanging out since. But yeah, first responders building this bulletproof 518 for a Durango,
Ooh.
which is interesting.
Okay.
518, is it going to be stuffed with 618 parts, the Cummins transmission or whatever?
That's what he's doing. That's what it looks like. He's got a 6-pinion planet in it. Know that.
Oh, wow. Good luck tearing that up.
Seriously. Yeah.
Before we wrap everything up, do we have a moment of silence for Brian Cabral?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Well, now that that's
All right.
over, so
Yeah.
Oh, man.
ripping
what do you-
pepperoni.
What do you want to put the engine in your van?
Huh?
What do you want to put the engine in the van?
I think he's going to talk about doing it in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So you'll have it nice and broken in.
Yeah. Well, I was actually going to take it. There's a van event my friend Randy's got, Heavy in the Holler, up in Irwin, Tennessee. I was hoping to have it swapped because I want to drive it up there and camp for the weekend, drive it back. It's like 170 or 200 and something miles or something like that one way.
Yeah.
That'd be a good shakedown, so I
We
won't
thought about converter.
He's got a converter for
You
it.
got a converter for it?
Yeah.
Huh.
What are you gonna put in it?
2200 RPM B&M.
Also, nothing too crazy.
Well, it has lockup too. It's a 700R. I
Oh.
could put a 4000 stall in it and it'll still
Drive
have
on the
lockup
street.
at 55 miles an hour and have overdrive.
This is where you put like a 510 rear gear in it.
It's got a
530.
321. That'd be plenty.
Yeah.
But I
You got
might
a
have
garage?
I might have my friend put a 373 in it in a limited slip though. We'll see.
If you haven't seen the shenanigans from last year, Austin was Cabral, and he was
What did I
trying to get Cabral to come to the No Name Nationals.
He offered
oh
to
my
buy
god.
him a first class
I-
ticket and pay for his ride.
Y'all
and his
even had a
hotel.
seat
told him.
for him up in the box.
Yeah, we gave him trophy
yeah,
seating.
we were gonna give him. So one, I was going to pay for his ticket first class from wherever the fuck to Sykeston, and that was like a $2,000 ticket. I was gonna drop that, and
Yeah.
as long as he came, and he would be given by John
Trophy seating.
privileges in the announcer box.
Yeah, right.
To just talk mad trash about
Sure.
everything that came by.
It
And-
would have been
sure.
so
and
funny.
he'd had to pay like nothing. Didn't
Yeah.
take us up on it.
If he'd have just shown up, it would have been so funny.
He would have like just been able to come and been like, yes, he's here. I
Yeah,
know
he
he's a
did
total
reserve
piece of shit.
trophy seating and everything for real.
Yeah. I am going to miss Brian Cabral because I need a reason to get up every morning. So, oh man,
So, new guys, if you saw the end of my commercial for No Name Nationals, you see that clip? Austin's the one that found that. He said, "Man, I had to dig through so much garbage to find that, but we
oh,
appreciated it."
can I play that clip?
You got to play that clip
I have to
before
play
it's
that.
over.
I have this archived clip
It is a
that is-
jewel.
that is taken completely out of context.
This was his text message notification for a while.
Yeah, it's it
Andy,
was.
Let's
later,
hear it.
buddy.
Here we go. So
Thanks
this
for
is
stopping by.
this is an out of context clip that I took from one of Cabral's videos, and I'm just gonna play the audio because obviously you can't see it. But here we go.
Hey, Uncle Brian here. First off, I found out I'm not really gay after all. And I admit I'm a little disappointed. I was looking forward to giving men the best 10-second gay sex of their life. But anyway,
It's the best out of
Rest in peace,
context
Brian.
thing ever. I'm gonna use it in something now because now Content ID won't flag it
Yep.
because he nuked his channel, and I have every right to use it. So
Well, anyway, with that, that's a good high note to end on.
yeah. Sorry, everybody.
Nick for 500. And I'm going to see all you guys again Friday. I tell you, I'm going to be mowing grass nonstop all day tomorrow and Friday. So I'm probably just going to like slide into this chair and go live. So, but I plan to see you guys Friday evening, regular time. And all right, we'll see you guys soon.
See y'all.
See y'all.